Hi, everyone. Welcome to the next Human Design Mini. And before we get started, I want to show you something. This is a box full of Gates to Soul Wisdom Oracle decks that is about to ship off to Japan. Now, this is the third box full of decks that are going that way. And I'm just so grateful that people are receiving such insight and joy using them. It's just wonderful. So let's talk about the next chart. I have a fascinating chart to share with you. This is Sophia. And Sophia asked, how do I best welcome and magnetize and invite my dream career and my money portal? What a beautiful question, right? Now let's take a look at her chart. This chart is the chart of a reflector. And this particular chart, as you see, this is someone who is here to be incredibly aware. This is someone who is here to live life very differently from most of us. You've probably heard me talk about the many different types in human design. And in human design, there are 5 different types, and the reflector is the most rare type. There is less than 1% of the population that is a reflector. And what that means is that this is someone who is here to experience life as it happens by just bringing it all in from around her in this case. So, Sophia, as you go about your life, the way that you invite career opportunities or other opportunities into your life, including money, is by being in the midst of life, meaning groups of people, large organizations, however that is for you, but you do well to be an observer. You have an amazing overview to actually be able to let people know what works and what doesn't work. It's like you are a little bit removed from life in a very different way than most of us. We're kind of in the humdrum of life, while you have this beautiful perspective. Like in past lives, you would be the high priestess being up on the hill and having this overview of what might be happening to the tribe, and meditating with different realms. And then people would climb up the hill to bring you food and offerings to receive your wisdom. So now at times in our current culture, things are a little bit different. And still you have that connection to those higher realms. You have that insight that other people find so very, very valuable. So for you to invite this in, or to bring this in, is by bringing yourself in the environment of larger organization where people can actually see how you are able to evaluate what works, what doesn't work, and how things may be different. So you're very good at working with small groups, large organizations. You can work with partnerships, but in all of that, you need to take time to be by yourself, because as you can see, this chart, this is someone who has a lot of undefined centers. Nothing is fully colored in. Doesn't mean that you're never colored in, because again, I keep saying, we're always in the effect of being with other people, and being at the effect of how planets come across and fill in our design. And as those transits happen for you, or as other people are bringing in different connections, internal connections, the different definition is what we call it, you will notice that you will feel differently, and you'll pick up different things from people. So I wanted to bring up something about that, because you mentioned in your email that ever since your son was born, congratulations, by the way, ever since your son was born, you notice a difference, that you've tried a few things and nothing really clicked. what may happen, and it would be very curious to see. And if you'd be willing to send me your information or his information, I can put your charts together. Your son most likely will have a very different design from yours, and between the two of you, you may have even different connections that will give you a very different experience of yourself. So the main thing to remember is that when you are by yourself, you will invite and experience different opportunities in a different way than when you're with your son. So my suggestion is, first of all, to make sure that you take time for yourself, because it's really important that you get a chance to kind of clear out your centers and really go back to that beautiful connection that you have with those higher realms. And being able to then bring yourself in the environment of other people, larger groups, so that people can get this sense of who you are in the overview. And one little fun thing, because you are asking in your email about your money gates and about your how to bring back money in your life, you actually have 2 of the 3 money gates in your chart defined. And the first one is gate 55. And the second one is gate 14. And then there is a third gate, which is gate 45, which you don't have defined, but those first 2 gates you have defined, meaning that you have the potential to bring in money. Doesn't mean that you will, but it means that you have the potential to do so. And the 14 actually has a 6th line. And we say with the people with the 6th line, that is the millionaire's line. Again, I can't promise that you will become a millionaire, but there is a high potential for you to become very wise about how to manage money and to use the material resources to increase and improve your wealth, and the wealth of other people with that too. Also, this is your earth. So this is a place where you find grounding. You find grounding in material resources that you can use to perfect certain situations in your life. All right, I hope that that was helpful. Again, good luck with this. I'd love for you to keep me posted and let me know what happens for you as you start following this internal path of you, because remember, you are so very different from most people. And anybody who's watching this and takes a look at their chart compared to your chart is very different, again, from most people's charts. And it's always a blessing to see a reflector show up, because you bring such beauty and such lightness into a world that can really use it. So, all right, everybody, I hope this was helpful. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.